guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. I know you are. Hey, that being said, what we're going to talk about today is where is my... I gotta fix my goofy hat. Hold on, let me fix it. There we go. Where is my Lotus Exige? So I got a 2006 Lotus Exige. I drove it across the entire country. And the reason I drove it from Seattle pretty much to Detroit was to get a supercharger installed on my Lotus Exige. That was the goal. Well, that being said, I still don't have the supercharger. So maybe some of you guys are like, hey, 1,000 of you guys watched that video and you're interested, and then I'm getting DMs and Instagram comments about that car. So again, it's a 2006 Lotus Exige. We are spending $17,000 to get this done. We dropped the car off May 28th of 2026. It's now July 20th, so 2 months almost, 8 days short of 2 months. And the reason I don't have it back yet is because we're having some issues. So it's a 2006 Lotus Exige with the 2ZZ engine and the 6-speed transmission. They installed a race comp clutch on it. I can't remember which one, a really good clutch on it. So they had to take the transmission out. They had to take the clam off. They installed a Rev 400 BOE kit. This kit is literally good for like 400 horsepower if you do built internal. So it's 100 horsepower per cylinder. It's a lot. We'll get like maybe 300 wheel or 275 wheel or something like that with this kit, maybe like 315 wheel. But the reason it's not done is all that install work is done. The injectors, the fuel pump, the supercharger, it actually has an intercooler on it. It's intercooled. It's really cool. Literally really cool. It's funny. And Monkey Wrench finished all this. So we dropped this off at Monkey Wrench. Well, I messaged them saying, hey, any update? And they're like, we have all of the mechanical work done. Great shape. We just need the computer back. Well, they sent the computer to BOE, which is they're the one that makes the supercharger. I mean, they're a big deal. I think they're in Kansas. Everyone knows them. If you're a Lotus owner and you want more power in your car, you're gonna know who BOE is. Well, they updated their Windows software, like Microsoft Windows, you know, they updated it, and is what I've heard, and I got a big email from them. And I'll read the email. But what they said is that the tuning services that they've been using for my car, for my ECU, doesn't work, is not compatible anymore. So we're stuck. So I got this BOE Rev 400 supercharger kit, which is just funny. I mean, at this point, it's just the timing of it. It's crazy. I've paid Monkey Wrench. They're, you know, holding onto the car. It's been there for, I don't know, 2 months. I had a feeling that that if I just like agree to my brain to like just say, you're not gonna drive this car for maybe like 2 to 6 months, then you won't be unhappy, you won't be mad. Because I didn't do that when I bought my first Lotus EVORA, and I took it to the Lotus dealership, and they had it from May till October. And I was pretty upset because I wanted to, I got some birds back here, but I wanted to drive it all summer, and I didn't get to drive it at all that entire summer. The whole summer was gone. And so I was pretty upset with that. But I knew that when I dropped that Exige off, it was just gonna be a big drawn out process. It could have been smooth. It could have been a 2-week, maybe 3-week process. I think they were all done with the hardware stuff in about 2 weeks. They were just gonna put the ECU on and then put it up on the dyno and do like any final tweaking and then call me up to come get it. And now that's not gonna be the case. So here's the BOE answer. I am not mad. Like I'm not ranting. I'm just like being clear expectations. Hello, you deserve a straight answer about why it's been so long. Frankly, I'm embarrassed by the delay, and I want to explain exactly what's happening. First, some context. BOE tuning and fabrication and engineering shop for the last 20 years, just like Monkey Wrench, they've both been around for about 2 decades, was in development with the Lotus ECU tuning, and they've worked on several software companies over the years to deliver vehicle tuning pretty much. Think of it as Lotus world equivalent of horsepower tuners or EFI Live in domestic market. AKA they're saying that they've been working on tuning for about 20 years. Because the Lotus market is so small, which is true, I mean literally I have like one, you know, my cars are not very many of them, it doesn't attract the attention of the big platform. That meant working hand in hand with our development partner Fastworks. I don't know, I haven't even heard of this. To build the definitions needed to calibrate the Lotus ECUs. Truly hundreds of hours. So they really worked on this, guys. 100 of hours to get the ECU pretty much worked on. North of 1,000 more hours on our own dyno. Wow, so they spent 1,000 hours on the dyno doing tunes for the Lotus, the 2ZZ, for the Lotus engines. We've supported Pirelli World Challenge. That's pretty sweet, I didn't know that. And tuned everything from naturally aspirated turbochargers, compound chargers, superchargers, whatnot. On the dyno, the track, and supporting race cars remotely more than anyone on the planet. True. So if you guys are looking for a Lotus, BOE is going to be the way to go. Here's the problem. This is what the meat and the potatoes of the whole video. The Fastworks server has been essentially offline for the past 2 months. That's a long time. It's been complicated to explain the issue, but nevertheless, the software is down. Without it, we cannot load our fully vetted tunes into my ECU. We are in communications with Fastworks literally every day, so they're working with this behind company. And been told the fix is coming today or tomorrow. Every day that promise has gone unfulfilled, so that's too bad. I don't have an ETA, but I can say that things are looking better today than they were a week ago, and better than they were a month ago. Make no mistake, they're frustrated, I'm frustrated. I'm not really frustrated, I understand. And we are doing everything we can to push Fastworks to dedicate the resources they need to get the servers back up. Anyways, it says, you might as well reasonably ask, just switch another platform. Unfortunately, there's no simple path, no competing products that is developed for the Lotus ECUs. And all of the calibration lives in that Fastwork architecture. It simply cannot be copied into another system, even if one existed. As Lotus enthusiasts, we choose a small niche market to enjoy, and moments like this are the cost of the choice. Totally agree. For now, the fastest path to getting my car back is getting the Fastworks back online, which they're working on, hopefully today, maybe. In the background, we're also working on a longer-term solution so that this isn't happening. Fantastic. Whether they're partnering with other companies or working with Fastworks to build in redundancy. Nonetheless, changes a commitment to you and your car, which is great. The moment the server is restored, I'm in the front of the line. If you have any questions, discuss back, Phil at BOE. Phil is awesome. They're all awesome. Matt at Monkey Wrench, you guys are all awesome. I just wanted to give you guys an update because I've been getting asked updates where my car is. So that's the information. That's where we are. The Fastworks background windows, or whatever it was, crashed. They didn't back it up for whatever reason, or they updated is what I heard. They updated it and it doesn't work anymore. I got a hawk back here. I'm in Florida. I swear I gotta get these. Hawks are so loud. That's why I don't have my car back. So what is gonna happen? Most likely I'm going to get the car back in maybe a month, maybe 2, maybe a couple weeks, we'll see. And then I'll drive it around. If it's all good, I'll just literally drive it back down here to Florida, and then I get to have the race car. In the meantime, we've purchased this. This is one of the reasons we bought this car. You guys are seeing this all over my channel. This is a 2011 BMW M3 414 horsepower. We are chasing like 300 and something horsepower in the 2ZZ. This thing already has more than that. Funny thing is, I saw a dyno video of this and it only made like, it said 414, but it only made like 320, so I don't know, crank wheel. I will say that EVORA 400 that I have made 400 wheel horsepower. It rips. The EVORA is fast. It smoked this thing. But we bought this car to work on over the summer. So we have good content coming out. Also, my wife wanted this car. It's a nice drop top. Next video we're gonna do is we're gonna polish the headlights, make it look good. I'm gonna have a lot more of this content while we're waiting to get the Lotus Exige back on the channel. And then I'll make a ton of content for you guys for the Lotus Exige. I know everyone's here for the 2ZZs, and the Lotus Exige is a 2ZZ. Here's the update. I hope you guys found that helpful. If you guys are looking to do a tune by Monkey Wrench, a tune by BOE, a tune by any of those, for the 2ZZ on the Lotus platform, where it's the Lotus ECU, not like the black ECU black, not like an Apexy on a CELICA or an AEM or any of that stuff. There's a bunch of other computers. A Link, everyone likes Link, you could use that. So if you're just looking for the Lotus stuff, that's where the 2ZZ Lotus stuff is right now. I'm not sure if that's an issue with any, you know, I use the, on the EVORA, I use the plug and play JB4, so that's a total different system too. So just, this is where we are with the Fastworks / BOE tunes. So if you're a Lotus owner, I hope you find this helpful. This is the update. And I do want my car. I'm excited to get it back. It's gonna be amazing. But I'm gonna be patient because I'm gonna own that car probably for the rest of my life. So it doesn't matter if I get it in a couple months or 6 months. Like, subscribe, swingbymitch.com. See you guys on the next video.